if you want to understand a war, look at what its warring leaders want their people to see. The weapons tell you what is happening on the battlefield. But the images can tell you how each side wants the war to be remembered. For 6 months, Iran has been using the streets of its capital to tell its version of this war. Giant billboards have shown Donald Trump in a coffin.
See, you know what's crazy though? It's like this war kind of doesn't make sense, right? It's like is this a real war, or is it like just something they're just saying just to create conversations? Like I don't understand, because we ain't seen no buildings down, we ain't seen no infrastructure down like that. It seems like they just kind of hit like damn near like 10 buildings and then call it a war. Like I don't know. What I'm trying to say, guys, I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see what's really happening on both sides. I want to see what's happening with the American bases. I want to see what's happening in Iran. I want to see what's happening in Israel. I want to see what's actually happening. Because I believe this is just a propaganda war. I don't know. Yes, it's a war, but I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. We haven't seen shit. All we've seen is a few goddamn buildings, and we don't know what's actually going on. We don't know what's going on. I want to see more.
The White House in flames. An American warship caught in an Iranian net. The images have been getting more aggressive by the day, and Tehran's latest one is the starkest yet. It is one of a skeleton wearing a US combat vest, lying beside the Strait of Hormuz, and an Iranian ship sailing behind it.
Wow, like this is the crazy part. They're doing a lot of marketing like this, like when it comes to like Trump and all this kind of stuff, right? But it's like, I mean, I understand. Iran is not Venezuela. Iran is not Mexico. Iran is not Iran is not a country you can just bully. They're a pretty large country in the Middle East. I understand that. I understand that. I know that they have a lot of firepower. They got a lot of forces. And plus, we're all the way over here. We can't fight a country and we're all the way over here. We can't do that. That's kind of stupid. If you ask me, that's stupid. We're all the way over here. They're all the way over here, and then it takes us freaking weeks to bring all this stuff there. And it's like, what is going on here? It's like this is pointless. This is pointless. We're basically fighting another country's war. We're fighting another country's war, which doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. Because we're also putting American people in American soil life in jeopardy. Because we don't know what may hit our homeland. We think because we're so far away, we're split by ocean, we think we're safe. In reality, we're not. These countries are becoming more powerful. They're having more powerful weapons. They're doing some crazy stuff. They're building crazy things. So we are not safe anywhere. Anywhere. We're not safe anywhere. So why are our leaders just keep putting American life in jeopardy? America's sovereignty in jeopardy. America's just livelihood in jeopardy. It makes no sense.
The choice of Hormuz is no accident. We've been telling you about the deadlock over it on the show. Now, that standoff is driving the rhetoric between Washington and Tehran. Donald Trump has said the United States could declare Hormuz a U.S. territory after the war.
See,
we finish defeating Iran, which is being very badly defeated.
see, we can't listen to what people say. These people lie. Politicians lie. All they do is lie, 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 lie. You can't listen to anything they say. But my question is this. If this is a real war, right? Why ain't no American ships being destroyed? They're right there. So I'm confused about all this. Like, is this a war where you guys are like, you know what? This is off limits. That's not off limits. This is off limits. That's not a war. That's not a war. If you guys are doing a war and you guys are saying, oh, this is off limits, that's off limits, that's how it seems to me. It seems like you guys are saying, okay, you could hit this, but you can't hit this. You can hit the, like, that's not a war. That's not a war. To me, that's not a war. Because this seems like it's just a propaganda thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a propaganda thing. That's how I see it.
Pretty soon I'll be declaring the Hormuz Strait a territory of the United States.
Bro, you know one thing I can say? Trump is full of shit, man. That dude just talk, talk, talk. And I believe 85% comes out that dude's mouth is full of shit. Like, don't get me wrong. He's done some cool things and he's done some really bad things. He's created division more in his country. He's created a lot of chaos, right? But I feel like anything that comes out these people's mouth is just full of shit. It's just lying. And the American people that live in this country can't understand that these people don't have your best interests. There's a layer of group, there's another layer of group, and then there's the people who actually own shit in America. The families who actually own shit in America. They actually own big corporations. They actually own the banking systems. They own everything. These people where Trump is at don't call the shots like that. He has power. Don't get me wrong. He has power. I'm not saying he don't have power, but he don't have power like up here. So most shit that come out these people's mouth is just full of shit. And if you look at this event, you have all these people there cheering. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. They're just being fed nonsense. And they believe it. It's just like being in school. When I was in school, I never liked school. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't learn about money. I didn't learn about filing taxes. I didn't learn about how buying a house is. I didn't learn the real life skills. I learned about fake history and nonsense that made no sense to me in life. This is how politics is. It's just nonsense. You're being fed a lot of fucking BS that completely makes no sense. Anybody with a brain can understand this shit don't make sense. It don't make sense. And the shit they speak is just confusing.
Essentially, that's what it is. We have the blockade. No ships get through unless we want them to.
And how is Iran reacting to this? It has called it a major mistake.
Joking about such remarks is a major mistake because this is Iran and it has defenders who will break your legs.
Damn. Wow.
But the threats did not stop there. Iran's army has announced a $30,000 reward for anyone who kills or captures a US soldier.
God damn, what the hell?
Whoever, any dear combatant, kills an American or captures one and hands them over to any of the units of the Islamic Republic of Iran Army,
Wow.
supported by those
Wow.
dear individuals who wish to participate in financial jihad, but under the guarantee of the army, alongside...
See, this is the thing is like, I feel like this war is so pointless. It's like we're just like, okay, just so the Strait of Hormuz was already opened. Now you're fighting for it to be opened, but it was already opened. It was already opened. It was already opened. Like what it like? This doesn't make sense. It's like these people just do some of the most ridiculous things just to create chaos. It's like chaos is the number one thing to create in human life right now. I don't get it.
Beside the great reward of the jihad, we will provide a proper gift. This gift is equivalent to $30,000, approximately 5 billion tomans.
This reward would double to $60,000 if an Iranian woman carried out the act.
What?
The Iranian army has not said where or when such an attack could take place, and there are no known US ground forces.
I honestly hope this is fake. I hope this is fake. I truly hope this is fake. Because what? Come on. I get it. They're in a scramble. They're trying to defend their homeland. I get it. But this is nonsense. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. The soldiers have nothing to do with this war. These politicians and leaders have everything to do with this war. They are the problems. They are the ones who started this with you, not soldiers, not the regular American public. So it's like, and then you see all these flags with Trump. Like that's deep. That's serious, man. That's serious. That's serious. I feel like once you go above and beyond to taking out their supreme leader, and then put the sun in there, like how do you think you're gonna get peace? How do you think you're gonna get peace? How do you think you're gonna get peace if you take out the supreme leader, the father, and then the son goes in position? How do you think you're going to get peace? You will never get peace. So it's just causing chaos. It's causing chaos. But then don't listen to what the American media talks about, because they're going to lie and lie and lie and lie. It's all a propaganda thing. But I do believe there's something bigger coming in America. I believe there's something big going to happen, and they're going to blame Iran for it. It's like they've done a lot of different stuff, if you know what I mean. That's what these politicians do. That's what they do. They enrich themselves. They enrich their family, their friends. They create chaos for the elite sector. They create chaos for the elite sector because everybody makes money when chaos happens. Everybody makes money. The private arms dealer make money. The private drone dealers make money. Everybody makes money when chaos is happening in America, in the world. So this is bigger than what people think. And like, you can't be a one-way thinker in America. That's one thing I've understood. You can't think one way in America. You got to think many different ways. If they say the sky's falling, you got to ask yourself why. you see what I'm saying? If the sky's falling, you got to ask yourself, why is it falling? Who made it fall? You see what I'm saying? That's the thing about this country and the world.
Deployed inside Iraq. This isn't Iran's first use of such imagery. Like we said before, one billboard showed Trump lying inside a black coffin. On
That's
that,
crazy.
The message read, "We killed
Wow.
Trump."
Wow.
Another showed the US president being strangled by several pairs of hands. Now the words on that billboard read, "Revenge
That's
is
crazy.
inevitable." Then came the White House engulfed in flames, and above it the word said, "Blood for blood."
Wow.
What is interesting is that the Strait of Hormuz has appeared in many of these images.
Wow.
Let us pull one up for you. One billboard showed a huge fishing net spread across the Persian Gulf.
Wow.
American aircraft, drones, and naval vessels were all shown caught inside it. The message here is simple. Iran wants to show Hormuz not as a waterway it is fighting to keep open, but as a space it can control. That has become one of its biggest sources of leverage in this war. And Tehran is using these billboards to turn that leverage into an image of defiance.
Damn.
Plus, look at how Tehran has placed them. They are not hidden away. In fact, they are placed in some of the busiest, most visible parts of Tehran. People see them on their way to work.
Wow.
They see them on their way home.
That's
and
big.
People photograph them. Those images are in turn shared online.
That's big.
Some of the billboards even use English, others use Hebrew. So the message is not only for the people of Iran.
That's big.
It is also for Washington and for Israel.
Yeah.
But the billboards put Iran's message on the streets. Online, that message can travel much further. And
Damn.
artificial intelligence has made that easier. Over the past 6 months, Iranian media operations have used AI-generated...
See, if you're seeing all these images and there are people seeing all this is bad. This is bad. This is very bad. You know, honestly, like, we took out their supreme leader. I don't think we should have done that. I think that was going too far. Because let's say a country take out our leader, we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna go furious. We're gonna destroy them. Like, that's how, you know what I'm saying? So if we took out their supreme leader, it's like, How do we not expect that same energy back? That's common sense, right? We can't just take out someone's supreme leader and think this shit's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be cool. Like, no. More dangerous stuff is gonna come. And it's sad because people in America just wanna live. They wanna live. They wanna make money. They wanna enjoy life. And we gotta deal with these nonsense, with these leaders just doing nonsense things. I feel like if countries want to go to war, I think like both the leaders, like the presidents, should just fight it out. Put some gloves on and just fight it out. And whoever wins, win what they want. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to just destroying stuff, man, come on. This is and taking people's lives and stuff. This is just chaotic. It's chaotic. And danger is coming, for sure. Danger has to come. It doesn't make sense. Like, how do you take out a supreme leader and then you see all these things with Trump on it? It's like they're coming for something much more than just, you know, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. And our country did this. Our country created this chaos. Our country listened to another country and then created this chaos. Doesn't make sense. It's stupidity. It's stupidity, man. This is crazy.
Content to mock Trump in the United States. One example is a series of Lego-style videos, turning events from the war into short shareable content. Tehran has also used AI-generated videos to depict the war and its victims. The medium is different from the billboards, but the purpose is same. Take a complex war and turn it into an image that people can understand and share quickly. Washington is following the same script. Donald Trump has been using his own social media platform to put out AI-generated images of the conflict. Let me show you some. One image shows Trump standing on what appears to be a captured Iranian oil tanker.
I think Trump and his team and these elite people, I think they've done too much, man. I think they've done too much. I think people just want to live, man. They just want to live life, raise their kids, let their kids get old. But we have to deal with nonsense people that are in position, that have money, and they're so evil. Because it's not like it's not like they were already evil. Once you get money and power, but not regular money. Because $10,000 is regular. $20,000 is regular. $100,000 is regular. When I'm talking about billions. Once you start touching billions and you're just around some of the most higher level people that have billions, evil things appear. They just become evil. They get evil, especially when you're around a lot of different evil environments. Evil things happen. So I don't think these people that are worth billions and trillions were just evil. They just touch power. It's just like when you work at a job and someone's that's been a loser their whole life and they become a manager or a supervisor. Now they're just so controlling over the people below them. They finally got a chance to get power. And they don't know how to control themselves. So they just create chaos. They just try to control you. They try to get you in trouble. That's the same thing with politics. Same thing with politics. Same thing with politics. Once they get some power, they don't know how to control themselves. They don't know how to be. So they just create chaos. They create chaos to enrich themselves, enrich more money in their pocket, their family's wealth. That's all they care about is their family. They don't care about people. They don't care about everyday people. They don't care. They don't even know. I don't think they've even seen everyday people like that. I think they just flying like a goddamn spaceship and come and go. That's probably not true, but you know what I'm trying to say. But
2 US soldiers stand behind him. An American flag is being raised, and the message reads, "It's our oil tanker now." Another image, titled Strike on Kurg, shows US fighter jets attacking Iran's Kurg island.
That's what I'm saying. I be like, I believe this war was never really a real war from the beginning until we took out their supreme leader. I think that's when it was. Because it's like, I feel like this war is like, okay, you could do this, you can't do this, you can't touch this, but you can touch that, you can damage that. I feel like this is kind of war it is. Because if this is an actual war, why ain't real war shit happening? Why are we not hearing about ships being damaged and all this kind of stuff? Well, why are we not seeing more? We're not seeing more. We're not learning more. So this kind of is a confused war. But that's it for today, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Show me some love. And until next time, salute.